Hello, I'm Kevy Cat, and this video's probably not going to make much sense since I have no real plan for what I'm going to do. Oh, Pog Roberts, I fell in the horse pin. Well, I'm going to skedaddle now, horse. Ta-ta. The one thing I do know, however, is that the first thing I want to get done is just enchanting my diamond pickaxe. Since I have a few levels, and I have an enchanting table, and I have a whole cajoodle of lapis, so efficiency... You know, that's about what I was expecting, honestly. Apparently, netherite pickaxes can get way better enchantments than diamond ones, too, so that's something of note. I also might as well offload some of my random stuff here, like wheat, what else? I know I have sugarcane in here somewhere, so sugarcane, oh goodness. Do I have leather in here? Okay, I'm going to drop that off. This is where I have my redstone, so I can put that there. Do I have iron in here anywhere? Nope. I know I have gunpowder, though. You know, stuff like this is why having an actual storage system is a useful thing to do. Since I'm just going like, in here no, here no, here no. I have no melons anywhere. Do I have a seed place? Okay, have seeds. Okay, what else? Pumpkins? No, pumpkins are going in there. Do I have a quartz place? Yes, I have a quartz place. Do I have a coal place? Okay, do I hear coal? No, I do not hear coal. And then I'm going to stick some of my melons in there. And then oh, it's nighttime. I need to sleep before a creeper comes and blows something up. Okay, it's nighttime. Night's pretty neat, ain't it? What's smoking over there? Oh, it's a torch. I was like, what's on fire? But then I was just like, oh, it's one of my torches. Okay, so my first order of business here is I want to actually... what do I want to do? Okay, I'm going to just... I don't want to use my diamond pickaxe very much, since I want it to last for a while. However, I am going to mine some along here. You didn't see this since it was off camera, but when I was mining, I actually went and mined up some gravel so I could make these paths along here. So I can actually just... Oh, I put my gravel in the chest, obviously. But I can actually come and pick up some gravel here. And this way I can start to build the road network about the place. Anyways, I'm going to switch back to an iron pickaxe, because until I get enchanted netherite, I honestly want to just preserve my best pickaxes. Okay. So, I suppose I fell. One of the next big steps in clearing out this area, since I do eventually want to get rid of this ridge, but the next step in, like, removing the ridge and all that is removing the the large mountain behind the ridge. Which is already, like, a fairly solid amount of the way done, as you can see here. But I honestly just want to get more of it done, and, well, you know, finish this bit up. Since I don't want it to be like episode 20 when I finally get rid of this mountain. That would just be rather ridiculous. If nothing else, I've already actually made a solid amount of progress on that. Okay. I'm going to mine from here to here and just see where that goes. Because well, this is essentially a random bit of space that's, like, if I'm going to go somewhere, I might as well go here. And I'm just, you know, randomly switching between various tasks I have in front of me, so I'm going to do this for a bit, then I'm probably going to work on an automated kelp farm. I think to do that, in theory, I could just have a fairly simple setup where I have, like, a water tank and kelp, then some observers and pistons, so it would essentially be identical to, what's the word, a standard sugarcane farm. It looks like there's actually a lot of air down here. See, that starts, oh, like that kind of air. Okay. There's going to be a whole bunch of cobblestone on the ground that I'm just missing. already. I wonder if falling from this height would kill me. Probably. Well, I'll just keep mining down, because if I get this corner done, like, you can see here, this corner isn't necessarily a very large part of the just overall mountain, but it looks big, and having it look like you've already made a large dent is pretty nice. I'm not sure what I want to put up at the top, I just know that, like, I want to put something up at the top sometime, since it would be nice to just, basically, I've installed a staircase right up there, but I don't really know what I'm going to do with the staircase. It's just like, I have access to get all the way up there. Am I going to just, like, build a skyscraper or something? I could always build a skyscraper. But at the same time, I think, considering I built the staircase all the way up there, I kind of want it to not be connected to the ground, and I'm out of iron. There. Well, I'll just pick up my stuff around here. Oh, actually, there's nothing here, so I can jump in the hole into the water. I'm really happy that I actually found that there, since it's super convenient. But anyways, there's that. It looks like there's a huge amount, even though it's only 20 blocks or something. But anyways, I'm going to leave off that for now, since, I don't know, I feel like changing what I'm doing. Essentially, do I have iron in here? Iron, iron, iron. Am I really down to one piece of iron? What am I doing? I'm certain I had a ton of ore. Ah, here it is. I can get 8 more iron ore, which I should... not iron ore, iron. So that should be used sparingly. I'm going to have a lot of trouble figuring out which one it is, and I'm just going to say that right now. So, who do I want to put my kelp farm? For that matter, how large is this? This could be a good place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18. I'm going to call that 12 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Would 12 by 8 work? You know what? Sure, I'm going to make a 12 by 8 kelp farm and see what happens. Since really, with that sort of thing, what I want to do is just, like, have... well, what is it again? Sorry, my mind's issuing right now. Basically, I just want to have a somewhat consistent fuel source, so I don't need to manually mine for coal. Because if I only need to use coal for, like, torches and that stuff, then it'll be a lot easier. And anyways, not having to manually put fuel into the furnaces and just having it be automatic would be pretty nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So yeah, it's going to end here. Is it going to end here? Yeah, I'm going to call it end here. So, I can just come along here. I'm building it closer to this path than that one, since, I don't know, I would think this path deserves a bit more space than that one does, since this is just a minor path. But this is like the biggin path. And you know what? I'm going to have a small gravel path to my door, that's nice. And also, just as a note, I am going to extend the gravel over this way. Okay, that didn't turn into flint. Now I also have a lot of flint from mining all this gravel. Path's probably also going to continue in this direction. I don't know, I'm not going to actually build that yet. So in this direction it's 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Is this correct? Right. Let's see. You know, that really looks like it was a creeper explosion, but I have no memory of a creeper exploding there. So I'm not sure what actually happened, but clearly something, since there's just like this hole in the ground. It could actually just be funny world generation. Like, that's actually a valid think to consider. But for now, I'm just going to finish hollowing out this area, since that's the main, thing of importance to do. In theory, yep, I can just mine through here and... Okay, I've actually mined one block down, which, that's a good thing. I want it to be one block down on second thought. But anyways, I can just keep mining this bit out. And what I'm doing here, basically, there's this large chunk of cobblestone that's going on here. I'll try to get a better vantage point on it. So right here, let's see, here. So there's just that chunk of cobble there. It used to be part of this ridge. See, this ridge goes over there and into there. I've already chopped into the ridge by adding the path, but I'm just entirely removing this part of the ridge, and I'm going to replace it with a man-made structure, which is... well, that's definitely making progress in my goal of getting rid of the mountains and replacing them with stuff I've built. I'm not sure what to do with that mountain there. I could genuinely just leave it, but its caves and slopes produce so many monsters, it would be so much nicer just to have a flat illuminated area. At the same time, it does look really nice. So I could integrate it into my building, for that matter. Like, I could make buildings taller over there, and, like, just make the buildings sort of match with the terrain. That is a thing to consider. I'm not sure what I want to do on that, honestly. That's something to consider. If you have an opinion, even though you probably aren't watching this until far in the future, then leave just whatever opinion you have in the comments, and I'll do my best to read them. Hopefully, by the time that happens, I haven't turned into, like, some moody person and just stopped looking at comments altogether or something. However, on another note, it's nice. I have lit up the area immediately around my house, and already just that's super useful. You can only sleep at night during thunderstorms. You can only sleep at night during thunderstorms. Well, in my opinion, this should count as night. Hopefully, the time when you're allowed to get into bed is, like, before the time when mobs start spawning. Since, it must be that way, since mobs aren't guaranteed to spawn. Sometimes they just don't. Anyways, let's see. I don't know how anyone else feels, but I really like doing stuff like this, just digging out large areas of stuff and such things, because I can just hollow out this entire area here, and, like, turn it into one of my own buildings, and it's really satisfying for me to just do stuff like that. Now here's some dirt, that'll make it easy to just clear out everything. Surprisingly, right now I'm actually running fairly low on iron, so, like, that's something to consider. I'm pretty sure it's possible to make iron farms in the current version of Minecraft. However, there are some issues with that, the main one being that I don't know the location of any nearby villages, and generally need villagers to make iron farms. However, I do believe it's possible to make iron farms along with other types of farms. And, well, obviously it's possible to make non-iron farms, because this here is a non-iron farm. I'm making a kelp farm, so I can have free fuel, and that's going to be super nice. But in theory, once I finish this, it'll just be like a free kelp farm that's going to operate anytime I'm nearby. It won't operate just all the time, because that's not how Minecraft's chunk loading works. However, just even having free kelp when I'm nearby is going to be useful. So, I've finished clearing out all of this. Can I make concrete? No, I cannot. What does it give me? No blocks. Not a good option. I think a stone brick and glass pallet would be decent. Is there any way I can get sand? There's some sand. I don't necessarily want to remove all the sand right here. I mean, there are beaches right down there. I could go to one of those. Here's some lava that I just didn't even know about because I hadn't looked much along here. Also, this is what I saw when I was leaving to go recover my stuff. Because if you remember, at one point I actually lost a bunch of my items because I had to put them in a chest and then I died. That's the portal story. That, I believe, is a story I told in episode 4? 3 or 4? And I think it's 4, actually. Okay, this is an island. Well, you know what island you're going to become? Oh, I know. This island is now my land. Like, it is my land. Oh, that's a bad pun. However, like, as anyone who knows me in real life will know, I generally make large quantities of bad puns. The, like, precise amount of bad puns I make varies day to day, week to week, etc. However, I do often make a lot of bad puns. Also, sometimes good puns. I can't really tell the difference between them, I just like making puns. But anyways, in theory, I've just mostly finished up getting all the sand I'll need, and then I can go smelt it. Smelting sand will be a lot cheaper once I don't need to actually get coal, because I'll have, automated kelp. But for now, I'm just going to actually mine out all the sand, since that's the way you get sand, essentially. Actually, well, obviously. But I'm going to finish mining out all of this. Hopefully I'll have a bit of extra for whenever I need to do some other thing. And you know what? I'm going to stop here because I don't want to spend more iron on a shovel. Okay, I'm now going to skedaddle all the way back. Also, it would be really funny just to talk about the origins of all the music I randomly hum and all that. Did that fish attack me? What attacked me there? And how do I get up onto the shore? This is a really bad place to land. I mean, actually, here looks. Often when I'm making some big, like, thinking over some large decision or something, I don't actually say it because, in terms of that kind of thing, it's the sort of thing I just do mentally, and it doesn't cross my mind to actually, you know, speak those trains of thought out loud, even though it probably would be a good idea to, you know, do those things out loud, because it's nice to actually hear one's decision-making process when you're watching them do something. However, now I have a cajoodle of sand. After the kelp farm, one of my main goals is a super smelter, because just that way, essentially, I will, what's the word, sorry, be able to stick a bunch of stuff in a chest and just let it smelt without having to bother over it myself, which I don't know about anyone else, but I personally think that sounds quite nice. So I'm just going to qualify all of these furnaces, and then I can get my sand smelting. Anyways, the advantage of a super smelter is that they basically have 2 input chests, if they're done right. And then you stick fuel into one chest, the stuff you want smelted into another, and it just really quickly smelts through all the stuff because it would have, like, probably 10 plus furnaces. And that would be really nice, and the fuel bit you wouldn't even have to bother with if you have an automated kelp farm, which is what I'm currently doing. I know it's also possible to make automated bamboo farms, though I don't really know how those would work as much as kelp ones. Anyways, actually, items float. Oh dear, I'm going to need to make a hopper. Those things are expensive. You know what? I'm not going to make a hopper. I'm going to make a bunch of slabs. And in theory, you can pick up the items through the slabs. Okay, for now, what am I going to make my building out of? I think the only real sensible option would be stone brick, honestly. Like, is there anything else I could use? I might as well just scavenge through my chests. There's all kinds of cobble and stuff. Wood? Would wood be a decent option? I'm not adding ancient debris into it since that's ridiculously expensive. And I think netherrack just wouldn't look decent in this context. So I guess it's netherrack then. Do I want clear glass or do I want, like, stained glass. Oh, clear glass. I think some sort of stained glass would look better. However, I don't currently have access to anything that would work well for staining it. I mean, I have lapis, but here's the thing, I don't want to spend that much lapis, my goodness. And, okay, my smelting's done. Hopefully I don't actually place any glass, that would be annoying. But, in theory... Okay, I have all my glass now, I have a stack of it. Okay, you know what? I'm going to smelt up a whole pile of cobble. And then I'll stick that in there. And I'm just going to smelt, like... How many is... 1, 2... I'm just going to smelt 2.5 stacks of cobble. Since that way I'll have, like, all the cobble I need for a while. And howdy there, cows. Do I have any wheat I could feed them? I should expand my wheat farm. I'm pretty sure it's also possible to make automated wheat farms now. I'm not entirely sure how. But just funniness with the villagers and all that. But berries. Okay. Oh, yay! I have already gone over the recording time again. You know, I always seem to notice when it's like however long in 1 minute. Hopefully when I come back, I'll have my kelp farm, like, you know, made progress, with progress made on it, essentially. I'm Kevycat. I'm doing incessantly grindy things, etc. I'm out of ideas of what to say, and bye!